My name is Janet, and today I wanted to do a video on 6 things I wish I knew before I started roller skating or in the beginning of my roller skating journey. So this isn't going to be like tips on what you should buy, what you shouldn't, but more like things to consider if you're barely starting in this journey, in this world, and like things that could have helped me avoid certain things. So the number one thing is like progress. Obviously all looks different for everyone, and we all like come from different areas sometimes. So sometimes people start off going to the skate park right away, or they do derby for a couple years and then the skate park, or they're strictly jam skaters at home, and then even though they're 2 years into skating, then they start the skate park, and then they have 3 years of experience, but then they're still newbies at the park. So pretty much progress all looks different. Don't compare yourself to someone who is on day 30 and doing more things than you can do after 2 or 3 years. It all looks very different. We all learn in different capacities, and our capacities into like practicing skating is all different. So yeah, progress all looks different, so don't compare yourself. Have a healthy mindset about what goals you have and what you want to learn and the process that you take to learn new things, and just enjoy the journey. So yeah, this one is really important to know so that you're not constantly comparing yourself to other people, especially on social media. And this is something I wish I knew, because I feel like I've been skating for a while, but I did start at this with roller derby and street skating mainly as like transportation for me. So whatever, everyone is gonna look different. So the second thing is kind of gonna sound weird, because I'm just gonna say like not everyone is gonna be your friend. And by that I mean is I sometimes think people have this misconception like, oh, everyone in the roller skating community is super friendly, it's the best community ever, etc., etc. And although I really do love the roller skating community and have met some amazing people, and I do love like learning new people from the community, learning about new people from the community, and being inspired on all that, it's okay to not have to be everyone's friend. Just because you go to the skate park and you see another quad skater doesn't mean if they don't say hi to you like they're a bad person, because sometimes people just, this is their de-stressing, and they go to the skate park and they're just there alone to skate. And if you think they're being rude by not saying hi and friendly to you, then that's probably not the case. Everyone doesn't people don't always go to the skate park for socializing. Everyone does different things. So, and that's what I mean, like that not everyone is going to be your friend, because I don't want people to assume that we are all one community, but rather we are all made up of different communities. So I'm not saying everyone's going to be a bitch to you or anything like that, but find your own people, find your own community. Yeah, and I think it's important to say like not everyone is supposed to be your friend, because then like every now and then we have social media being posted like, oh, the roller skating community is so toxic and XYZ is so toxic, and it's just like there's shitty people in every community, like the punk community, the art scene, there's gonna be drama, there's gonna be everything in every community. So let's just not have this wide misconception that we're all fucking friendly. And then number 3 is you will 100% get hurt, and that doesn't mean you're gonna break a bone, because I have almost 4 years of skating and I still haven't broken a bone, knock on wood. But I have had 2 what is it called? Sprained wrists. I think like a sprained sternum, a concussion, scab knees, whatever. So you will get hurt 100%. This is like depending on what kind of skating you do, like roller derby or street skating, it is a high impact or a high demanding kind of sport. So I think when you think about that, considering what are your levels, like are you gonna push yourself to this level or to this level? And I'm not saying that one is right or the other, but know your limits. Just because someone is learning all this shit in one day and then moving on to the next doesn't mean you should. So you know yourself, you know your body, know your limits, and also most importantly, learn how to fall safely. So the two wrist injuries that I had, I remember straight up putting my hands to like catch myself after falling forward, and obviously the force and momentum of the from the speed that I was going when I fell. That's why I sprained my wrist both times, and I remember it was super swollen. I thought it was broken. Um, and also safety gear, like I'm not gonna be one of those people that say, oh, you have to wear your safety gear, because at least everyone who is 21 plus, we're all adults. You can make your own decisions about what you want to use, but knowing that you most likely you will get hurt in your whole skating journey, know what you prefer. So I haven't been skating with a helmet for over a year now, but I do use knee protection, so either gaskets or knee pads. But now that I feel like I'm gonna start learning even more things, I'm gonna start taking my helmet again, and I got hard shell knee pads now instead of just the gaskets. But yeah, so you're gonna get hurt, so figure out what's gonna make you feel comfortable and as safe as possible. And then number 4 is that after and before care is super important. So I don't drive, and I haven't ever driven. I mean, I know how, but I just don't have a car yet. So most of my transportation has been on Lyft, the bus, or most recently now I'm kind of biking everywhere. So adding biking to my skating constantly, and I also do pole dancing. Care is so important, so I have to consume a little bit more protein because I am plant-based. So I do have protein shakes every now and then, but protein helps you with muscle recovery, so like soreness and all of that, and also muscle gains, so that you are gaining muscle while you're skating, because you are working out muscles when you skate. So know how to take care of yourself. That also means stretching. So I've been stretching so consistently this past year. Eat well to get energized and full, and carbs are your friend. I think a lot of people still think carbs are bad, but carbs help you get the energy you need to do sports like roller skating. And then also like aftercare. So if you get hurt, know how to take care of yourself. I love Tiger Balm. I used to use I forgot what it's called, but it's the tapes, the ones that you put around your muscle. What is it called? It might be called something tape, but I forgot. But I used to wrap my shoulders a lot when I was in roller derby, and yeah, and also sleeping enough, because sometimes during my day I have so much going on, and making sure I am well rested to begin with goes a long way. So number 5 is something that is super important to me, and that's research everything and figure out your skate style. So in a way, you can't assume you're gonna know right away what your skate style is, because like I mentioned earlier, when I first got my skates, I was just using them to go to the gym and then coming back. So I was skating 2 miles to the gym, coming back, and obviously like that way I learned how to go up the curves, down the curves, stopping. So I did learn a lot, but then I joined roller derby, and then it wasn't until probably my second year of skating that I actually was like, okay, like now I'm really gonna get into the park, and I'm gonna start going more consistently. And now like that's kind of my main goal, is like skate park, learning things. So I'm not gonna say that you're gonna know what your skate preference is right away, but do the research to figure it out, so that you're not wasting so much money buying so much shit you don't need, because the roller skating community has so much, like everyone wants everything. Everyone wants blocks, everyone wants toe plugs, everyone wants all the laces, all these decorations, all XYZ, and sometimes it doesn't make sense for your style of skating. So for example, I bought jam plugs like my first year of skating, and they're literally sitting right here. I have not put them in because I hardly do jam skating. Actually, I think I just put them out there now because I'm gonna try to get into jam skating, because school is starting and I might not be able to go to the park as often, so I'll probably be skating inside my room. But yeah, do your research, so that you're not also buying the wrong things. I bought 2 different types of blocks before I finally realized that disco blocks was going to be the fit for me. I went through so many different skates. I had Shirt Grip, I had Moxie Lolly, I had Kaya's, and now I have my Jacks. So if I would have known right away that I was not going to prefer the flat skate and I was not really going to reach for my Shirt Grip Fame skates, they were Stardust skates at all, because I wasn't jam skating and that was going to be my jam skate. So yeah, do your research so you don't spend all this money. And also, I used to buy all these accessories, not always, but I do remember I had like the butterflies and then plastic toe guards at some point. But now I'm just like, I'm mostly at the street park skating or street skating, so I don't want to have all the other accessories outside my skate besides the patches I have on them. Let me get my skate. Yeah, so I learned after 3-4 years of skating that this is my preference, just the patches as a decoration. So Six Sad World from Daria, one of my favorites, and that's it. Besides like my block and the lace and toe stop, this is pretty much all I want. I don't really like the toe guard look, so that one's not even about functionality. I just don't like the look, and I don't like having anything hanging because I'm falling, I'm gonna get these dirty, I'm wearing them in. So I have spent so much money on skates and other like pairs of skates and accessories that I just wish at least I would have gone from Lolly to this and that's it. Skip Kaya, skip Shirt Grip, whatever. So I could have saved myself a lot of money. So I think we're still gonna make the mistake of spending every now and then not so wisely, but as much as you can, do your research. There is so much out there nowadays on YouTube, on Instagram. Go through the hashtags. People post reels that are for informational, Instagram videos. They post YouTube. There's so many roller skate YouTubers nowadays. But yeah, do your research and save yourself some money. And lastly, I'm just gonna end that there are a lot of free resources. Obviously, if you have the extra spending money and you want to invest in paying like a professional to teach you things, go for it. I'm not gonna judge you. That's your money. That's something your hard-earned coin, whatever. But if you are like me, who doesn't have that much spending money and maybe is low income or a minor or whatever your reason is that you don't want to be spending money, you want to save, whatever, there are so many resources. Like I said, there's tutorials on Instagram, there's a lot going on TikTok, there's a lot of YouTubers, and also once you start becoming a local at certain spots like your local skate parks and all of that, you'll get to know people who will teach you for free and like you'll learn together. And like I'm just saying there's free resources so you don't feel pressured like you need to have a professional teach you, because you don't. People make free content everywhere, so do the research and figure out what you want to learn. I've even seen like free polar skating videos, so that means pole dancing and roller skating. A lot of jam skaters on YouTube, a lot of reels that show you how to clean your bearings, all of that stuff. So there's a lot of free content out there. Do your research your skates, research the brands you want to give your money to, because nowadays, because roller skating has become so popular, there is so much out there, so many options. So really do your research if you want to know who you're giving your money to. But yeah, I hope if you're new into roller skating that you're finding your community, you're finding your preferences for your type of skating, and maybe even just learning more about yourself in your journey of skating, because you are pushing yourself into something that is both physical and mental and very, very emotional, because we all know when we've landed something or we haven't, or how much work we put into something and then finally getting it. That's so much fucking work and so many emotions. So yeah, I'm very excited for all the new skaters out there, and I hope these 6 tips helped you.